Okay, welcome back to day 340. Nope, 350. That's my brain starting to work. Flash a light. My zero days since family drama. We are trapped in a house and everyone's taking out their anger on each other and I'm in the middle. I don't want to be. I'm not saying that I don't have issues and argue with people, but oh boy, do two people in my family not know how to drop things. They're both like, oh, they were hamming me up, and I'm like, just walk away. Just stop. You know? Anyways. So now I have a headache because I'm stressed. I've been watching Taskmaster season 4 of the UK one, and the other watched the New Zealand one, and I'm like, oh, I want to watch the UK one. So I looked it up, and a comedian, Noel, is on there. My siblings liked Noel, so I'm like, oh, okay. So I didn't look up any of the other people, I just know that he was in it, so I looked up what season he was in, and I looked it up, and I decided to watch season 4, and it's so funny because he laughs like a ventriloquist, like a dummy, because he just goes ha 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 ha, like his teeth just ha ha ha, like just up and down laughing, like ha ha, and I'm like, is that your fake laugh? Is that your sincere laugh? I don't know. So I don't know if he's trying to laugh but he's not actually laughing, or if that's just his sincere laugh. Because I'm just like, I got distracted by that in a couple moments, and I'm just like, huh? What? It's very funny. Anyways, I got a text message, so I guess I should deal with that. So anyways, I feel like absolute crap because I went to 2 thrift stores yesterday. Did I say this? What did I talk about yesterday? Did I talk? Did I do it? I assume I did. Did I mess up? Anyways, my mouse is moving. Anyways, I went to 2 thrift stores yesterday and I got shots. So today I feel, then afterwards, I didn't have a table, so I cut out a pattern for pants on the floor, but I never made pants before, so I'm terrified at how to do the waist and how to do how am I gonna do the waist? How I'm gonna do the waist, how I'm gonna do the crotch. I don't know how to do it. I never made pants before. I accidentally didn't take out the battery for my little battery powered, very old, sewing machine, and I almost stabbed my finger. Luckily, it didn't make it past my fingernail, but that's why you don't sew when you have allergies. I was terrified that I was about to pull, like my grandma did that when she was young. She got a sewing needle directly through her finger, the fingernail and everything. Same exact thing. And I'm like, So, she did the same thing. God. Anyways, so I almost did that, and the cat kept coming up to me and rubbing against me, and I'm really just trying really hard, man. I'm trying really hard. I don't know what I'm doing. Anyways, so I need to do that again. But I feel like absolute garbage. So I kind of like want to know allergies, but also allergies because I want to make these pants. I don't know, man. I don't know. You know? Anyways, I sewed like 2 seams, and then it hit me that I'm like, why did I sew those 2 seams first? And it seems like the whole crotch and center seams are very important, but those are the ones I'm scared about. And then also the side seams, I'm like, well, how do I get the waist? Because I think I put extra because I stretched out those pants, but then I realized on me they're not really that stretched out. So what I think I'm gonna do is lay my pants on them, and then I also attached part of the pants together to see how it would look, and I'm like, that was a dumb move. Why did I do that? So that was a waste of time. So it was, when the cat wanted in and out, and then my laptop died, and I'm like, bro, I'm listening to some music, and then I couldn't find my grapes in the fridge, and I wanted grapes because I was hungry. And then tomorrow I need to get up early, I think, because I want to try to do a favor, or since I only have one car, I want to be the one that helps drive someone to work or pick someone up from work. But it's really hard with my sleep schedule and having so many allergies in that car. We have multiple pets that have been in that car or on the person's lap, and then they sit in the car. So just driving to a store and driving back, like not even being in the store, like a pickup, my brain is so foggy after doing that because of allergies that I'm just like, I can't do this. So trying to, I don't know, man. And then with this being so late at night all the time, it's not good, man. It's not good. So I also need to make plans, and I just so stressed out, and now I'm like, okay, I really want to do this pickup thing. I really want to pick them up. Now the person that has been driving them, it's like, oh, suddenly you're going to do that instead of last week when I asked you. And I'm like, listen, I know, I don't know, I feel bad because I should have done more, but it's like I'm out, man. I'm out of what I can do because I can only drive if I don't have allergies. Because if I have allergies, one time, legitimately, I'm so thankful my car was in park. Because what happened? What happened was I was in the parking lot, and I sat in the parking lot. This was back in university, and only had one car. And I dropped someone off at university. I was going to leave, but luckily I was in the park because I hit the wrong pedal to put it on the brake pedal to then take it out of park. Instead, I gunned it with the gas pedal, and if my brakes were not strong, I would have hit my sibling with a car and then a bunch of trees. Could you imagine? Dude, and my sister's like, why did you do that? I'm like, I'm so out of it, and I still gotta go to work. And like, that is how out of it I was from allergies. And I'm just like, I can't do this. I can't drive when I'm that under the influence of allergies, so foggy brain that I hit the wrong pedal. What? You know? So it's like, no, man, I'm not, I don't know, I don't think people realize either, Ethan. I don't know, man. It sounds so bad because so many people have so many different disabilities, and it's like, oh, well, just allergies. It's like, well, it's a disability. I literally can't do things. I literally can't think, and it bothers me. It just sucks, and I hate it so much. I hate it. I hate it. And then if I side with someone in an argument, then I'm not siding with the other one, apparently, even if I call them both out, and then I can't both agree with them. I can't agree with both of them. Sentence structure is wrong, but you get it. I really like my hair being blonde, though. I saw that the other day, and I'm like, ooh, you know what? I actually really like it being blonde. I think I like it this long in the front, or maybe a little shorter, but I kind of like it long in the front, but then it's bad in the back and everywhere. I don't know, man, but I like it blonde because I saw a picture of me not blonde, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like, it was this color before I dyed it, and then I'm like, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Anyways, Halloween is in what, 2 days? We got no decoration, no candy. Oh shit, I should do that. Shit. Oof. And I gotta stab my thigh. Oh, I hate it. I hate it. I don't know what to do. I don't know. I don't know. Anyways, I rewatched the episode of Cold Case that I haven't watched in years, like 2010. So what, 11 years I haven't watched it, but it lives in my head. Not completely, apparently. I did mess up a little bit of it, like the ending. But what happened was, and I thought something else too, but anyways, I think I combined 2 episodes to add to that episode of Cold Case. And I didn't watch it by myself. I watched it because my mom had it on, and I sat there watching it. This happened with House, the news, just anything. It just would be on. So anyways, so what happened is I rewatched that episode of Cold Case. Season 5, episode 9, if I'm not mistaken. Boy Crazy, which, name-wise is a little not great. So they never actually use the word trans, and the whole time they refer to Sam, the victim, as she, even so it is expressly stated that, like, identifies, like, oh, but on the inside I just feel like a guy, which I think is the closest I guess, but like that they said, especially since they were writing this character to be in the 60s. I don't remember when they said that was. I don't remember. I'm gonna assume in the 60s, maybe 62. if I remember correctly. And, so it's, like, hard because, like, I can't write, like, it's not, you know, like, writing for an older time period, you have to try to, you know, so I don't know. So, like, the detective's like, oh, so she's a girl who thinks she's a guy who likes a guy. So I'm like, oh, Sam was a gay man. So anyways, so I rewatched it. Not once did they ever refer to Sam with he, him pronouns. Why is that so loud? Okay. Did I try to change my shirt before this? I don't know. I changed my shirt because my mom ran into me. Yay. Not because she's gross, because of allergies. Oh no. Wait, there we go. My mouse was doing things. Anyways. Oh yeah, so anyways, so I watched the episode of Cold Case. And I recognize the actor, I looked her up, she was in a few things that I'm like, oh, where I'm like, she looks familiar before. But anyways, the whole episode wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. I did think that one guy was gay at the end, the stained glass worker. I didn't realize that he was straight, I guess. I guess it didn't really say, but I thought he like had a partner, like a boyfriend, husband in the future, like modern, I guess, but also the past because it was 2007-ish. Anyways, the point was that the guy, the young friend of hers, like, he kind of seems skeezy. And then I realized it's just because he plays a bad guy in a few things, especially one thing in particular that I watched, and or at least one thing. I don't know actually how many bad guys he plays, but I'm like, oh, so now I want to go watch that. Because I'm like, is that why I got a weird feeling from him? Because I'm not like him as a human, I meant like his face. Like, I'm like, he looks like a bad guy, but he seems fine. Like, I don't. So I was like, oh. Anyways, but I knew that I remember when I watched it back in 2007, and then later 2010. So in 2010, I remember being like, oh man, I wish I could pass as a guy with a deep voice and everything. And then I realized, since I recognized that actress, I'm like, oh, she was definitely putting on a deep voice to play this character. And it was very obvious watching it now. I'm like, ah, yeah, you can tell she's like straining her voice to be deeper, especially when she is trying to be very like emotional. But anyways, it actually wasn't as bad as I thought it was gonna be. And part of me always loved the look of like a grown out short hair and the smeared red lipstick and the red dress. But I'm like, you can't dress as this character, you can't dress as Sam. No one would get it. And I'm just like, but there was a red dress at a cheap store for only a couple bucks. Red lipstick. I got shabby hair. It could work. To be fair, Sam had burn marks on both sides. I can only assume if Sam was a human, not someone that's written, in 2021, instead of being written as in 1962. I can only imagine that Sam would use he, him pronouns, but I'm not actually that sure, you know, because it's a character, and then also through the lens of with any of the writers in the trans community, because obviously trans people existed in 2007. The problem is that they have anyone on staff, because Cold Case is actually a pretty woke situation. I really like the show. I don't remember any drama with the actual caseworkers, and I kind of like, obviously cop propaganda, I kind of forgot how not unethical they are, because mainly they just go talk to people, but how unethical they are with like talking about like just the way they talk about people. And they're like called the people in the literally in the like conversion therapy, they like called them a bunch of different words, literally to when they became brain dead from the shock therapy. They're like called them zombies, and I was like, oh god, oh okay.